Okay, so the Ruach has hit me since I was listening to my video, and I was talking about Sussex, and I was saying, oh, I was just then storming on the conclusion to a conclusion, but I hadn't reached it yet because I have reached it now. But then at that point I said, hey, Sussex is like sus sex, like you don't know if it's male or female. What would that be, like trans or like a dragon? Okay, like a serpent, serpent sex. But then it hit me. I mentioned earlier in the book, in the video, about Zeus and the zoo. I said the zoo is only called the zoo because of Zeus. It's like, it's not called Zeus, but it's literally active denial system. It's telling you, but it's not telling you. You don't know that you're worshiping Zeus by going to the zoo. Okay, but you go to the zoos because it's not named Zeus, but you go to the zoos when you put the S on there, plural. Okay, or whatever the zoos is, the zoos. Okay, the zoos admission. Okay, you pay zoos admission. Okay, the zoos, meaning apostrophe S, Zeus admission. Okay, but here we go, Sussex. Now I remember a conversation I had with an employee, with a coworker, in Washington State, in Blaine. I was working at a fence making factory, and we were making the fences for the Winter Olympics of 2010. This is 2009. And what happened was, he was Greek. Because I was asking, I was like, where's your accent? Where are you from? I was trying to guess. And I was like, what are you like? I thought he was kind of like a Quasimodo. He's kind of a little hunchback, older, really powerful, strong hands. Like, all he does is cut and crimp. That's what they call it. He was cut and crimp. Where you cutting fence, pure steel, and then you're like bending it and cutting it all day, like fast, pat, 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 pat. That's how fast he could do it with a cigarette in his mouth, not even blink. Pat, 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 pat. And I'm telling you, it's hard, but it's hard. It's hard. Like, I took, yeah, my pride fell. Yeah, 'cause I used to like lift weights and all that stuff like that. So at that time, I thought I was like strong. But yeah, that fence cutting made me even stronger. I'll tell you that. It took my dexterity to a whole nother level with your mind and everything, and breathing. It was crazy. But anyway, this guy, he described. I said, Greece. I was like, do you like believe in like Zeus? And he's like, Zes. And I thought he said yes. And I said, oh, so you believe in Zeus? He's like, no, his name is Zes. Zes. So I'm thinking like, what? Now it's hitting me that you got zestfully clean. So I'm like, okay, that's crazy. The Z's is the zest. So he was saying like what they call him is not Zeus. That's how Americans speak. He said what they call him is Zes. Zes. He was almost like he could whistle through his teeth. Like, it was crazy. But he was like with a stern Like, no fucking around face. My bad for cursing, but like that's how like he was. He was like very stern, like no joke, nothing. This dude's probably like a shooter or something. I don't know, bro. Like he's like some type of, that day job was something else. But I know he got it, man. He had to been through something. His hands were strong, I'm telling you. Death grip. One hand, he'd kill you. That powerful. Cut off your circulation and work his way up. So like, but yeah. And somebody did die off of that fence that we made. I don't know if I made it or he made it or we made it, but yeah, somebody died on that fence in Vancouver 2010. That was crazy. Winter Olympics. That was crazy. It might be why I was calling the game 8 hours before it happened. The gold medal game. I called it down to the player and the period and the assist off of the specific player. It's crazy. So, yeah. But, yeah, man. So, yeah, they call it zest. So now I'm thinking about it. I said success, and I said Sussex. And I said Sussex was like, oh, sus is like suspect, and then sex. But now that I'm thinking about it, sus is Zus, because they're Anglo-Saxon, angels of Satan, which is the sex, which is the angels of Zus. Who is that? Satan. Zus. Okay. Zeus. Zeus. Okay. Zeusex. Sussex. Do you get it? Sex with the angels. Okay. So the people that have sex with the angels, the seed of the angels, the seed of the serpent, the fallen angels, the Highlanders, Mount Harmon came down, chose any of the women. They were the Highlanders, like angels. Even their children, like Beowulf and Grendel type stories of dragons and Angelina Jolie and all that mess, okay? Merging all the way over to Pathfinder and all that mess in North America. Come on, man. Come on. Last Samurai type stuff. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Okay. So, active denial system. English is an active denial system. A forked tongue. Okay? Sussex. It's Zeus and his children. The angels and their children. Okay? Do you get it? So, angels of Zeus, angels of Satan, Sussex, and then, because they made a pact, they made a covenant, they made an orgy, they made a Sodom and Gomorrah, okay, to come down on men, on the daughters of men. Okay, they made an orgy, an organization. They made an orgy, an organization. Stole the daughters of men, took them up to high places, worshiping, yeah, serpents, silly woman. Okay, so, and it destroys the whole world. Sodom and Gomorrah, flood, Noah, as in the days of Noah, so too shall be in the end. Sussex. Okay, what's happening? What do they claim? They claim they got Poseidon, they got freaking And like I said, the paperclip, when you had the Germany thing, the paperclip was the key to unlock to hack through the door. Like the thief is the paperclip to get in the door. Active denial system. Oh yeah, we brought these guys over. No. They hacked their way in. And you just had to save face. Put your face in a corner and make up your own little whatever helps you sleep at night while they ram through you. Because that is exactly what the Keyhole Project paperclip was. America, it came down to the fangs. From Vegas to Vancouver, vampires, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Empire. Okay. Do you understand? You got fangs in you. And Dracula, the seed, the blood. Very hairy, Megan situations. To Magellan, dragon situations on your hand. Laguna del Fuego, Lake of Fire situations on your hand. Active denial system on your hands. You don't speak the language, that's an active denial system. You're speaking, if you're going to church, reading in English, and not converting the name back to original root, not just Hebrew, but root. That's where you guys are falling short even then. That's an active denial system in itself. He had to come and break the code for you himself and tell you himself. You see me, but you hear my Father. He had to tell you himself. And what was his opposition? You saw a man, but you heard legion. That was the only other opposition in the dang book. You heard the children of the fallen angels. That no man could bound, no shackles, no prisons could hold, no vampires could stop them. Death, he lived in the graveyard. Anubis. Okay? So, power of life and death. Yo, yeah, go get into the pigs. Pig Latin, legion, legion, realignment, read language, realign, realliance. If look, man, all these different religions. Do you understand this? It's all the same family. It's legion working its way through. You got new religions popping up all the time in many various forms and shapes, high places and principalities. Okay? It's that's their calling card. Active denial system. They realign. What? So look. Check this out, man. Why were they not aligned in the first place? Why? Huh? What happened? What happened? What was going on? Why were they not legion? Why were they not aligned? Because they were vanquished. They were in the depths, in the pit. But all of a sudden, The bottomless pit opened up. The government opened up. And now religion happens. And it's like hell opens up. So then they just start flooding mankind again. So you think you're looking at men, what you're calling man in English. You think you're speaking English, you're speaking Hebrew. And even then, it's blaspheming Hebrew. So, like I said, that's why I'm saying even reading in English, reading without understanding that you're doing that, you haven't broken through yet. You still need baby food to realize how it all is one. How it all is one way or the other, left or right. That's how you got to realize it. It's either upright or it's left behind, on the ground, left down. Okay? So that's what you got to realize. Like, living or dead. So the point is, you said don't love your life so much that you will deny death. You know what I mean? Like, pretty much that's a part of the experience in order to live a whole life. We're living a half life, and even then it's been compartmentalized through language, because it takes you a while to realize the truth of the living word. When I say you're speaking Hebrew, but you think you're speaking English, because of the fallen angels of Satan, Anglo-Saxon and Latin, legion, okay, the children of the fallen. So they are communicating, and we are the mic. Mic what? Mic is like, and okay. So we're like Yah. We're built in the image of Yah, in the likeness of Yah. Okay. Likeness is mikeness of Yah. Mike Yah, Mikaha Yah. That's who we are. Mathematics. Mikahaya, mathematics. I'm telling you, that's what we are. Mathemet. Not Baphomet, but Emet. Okay? It's the gift of truth. We're a gift. That's grace. Something that's not, that's something that's given us, not something that we create. That's something that's given that goes through us. That's grace. That's truth. We don't create truth. It's a gift. Ooh, like Yah. A gift of Yah. Okay. Mikahaya. Mathematics. Emeth. Moth. Emeth. If you say Both Emet or Both Math, that's woman and man. That's male and female. That's your Zeus sex. That's your sex. That's what I was saying. That's a zoo. Alright? Like, that's animal. That's not upright. That's crooked. You understand? Baphomet. It's the behemoth. You know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't say it's not upright, but it's still serpent. Like, you understand? It's the hybrid. the behemoth. The Leviathan, I think, might be the father of the behemoth. Might be. It's probably why they were talking about Hercules or Ares or something like that fighting Zeus or something. I don't know. It's like, it's weird. It's like the Titans were fighting the gods in the Greek mythology. You know what I mean? So it's like the Leviathan fighting the behemoth. You understand? Or no, the behemoth fighting the Leviathan. Because the Leviathan was heaven before it fell. The Leviathan is a dragon, okay? Before it fell. Like a millstone. Chained to the deep. The abyss. The behemoth. Alright. Chained up with the behemoth, with their children, the behemoth, to the abyss. We're in the space. Space is the abyss. It's all around you. Which way is up, down, left, right, or in ground? Okay, abyss is where you're at. You're orbiting around light or whatever, but you're spiraling towards it. And what's in that? Even more abyss. Whatever. The point is, active denial system. You know what I mean? The sun is a star, but you don't call it a star, you call it the sun. But in their religion and science, they try to tell you that a star has gravity, and then the gravity of the star, like the nova and stuff like that, and the Goldilocks zone and stuff like that, and then getting pulled in. Like, is the star above you? Is the star below you? To side, left to right? You don't know, because all these different trajectories and ellipses. So the star could be under your feet, the star could be over your head, the star could be anywhere at any given time, at any perspective. So that's the point. You don't know. But the point is that at the end of the day, you call it a sun, so you don't associate it with the concept. It's a forked tongue language where you have many different names for one thing. It's a forked tongue language. So you don't really get to the root of it. You got to get to the root of the forked tongue. That's what I'm saying. The root of the forked tongue, the fruit don't fall too far away from the tree. Angels of Satan, Anglo-Saxon. Legion, Latin. Okay, English. There you go. Aim down sights, active denial system. Okay? So, sex. Zeus, sex. You know what I mean? Like the children of Zeus. Sex is what we were told. Sex is like the naughty thing. So it's like, yeah, jungle fever type stuff going on. Whiteout, you know what I mean? Type stuff going on those Swedish Swiss mountains. Swish and swoosh. Like Nikes and naked and, come on, bro, you guys don't get it. But anyway, so yeah, it's pretty interesting how the fallen angels and their children, Legion, are masquerading, like I said, an active denial system. It's like Halloween. The devil can walk around in Halloween because everybody's dressed as the devil. Devil don't exist. Satan can walk around during Christmas because everybody's dressed as Satan. And Satan don't exist. Okay. Well, Santa Claus comes with Krampus. Call on one, you call on the other. Death and Hades. Okay. The last two horsemen. Okay. Green chariot, red chariot. Okay? You get it? Hades and death. Alright? So, the point is, Leviathan, Behemoth. Okay? Fallen angels and legion. Okay? That's what you gotta understand, bro. If that's the code to be cracked. Because death was legion in the graveyard, right? Because that was the only time when Yeshaya tells you, he says, you see me, but you hear my Father. Because the Sadducees, seduce is Zeus. Seduce is to Zeus. That's what I said. Sussex, Zeus sex. Zeus. Deuce is Zeus. Dios is Zeus. All it is Zeus. Day, all that represents Zeus. I'm trying to tell you. Jesus, I'm trying to tell you. Zeus and all that stuff is Zeus. Zes, Zeus. I'm trying to tell you. Okay. So, Jess, Zeus. They're just doing that like that. So, even Josh. That's why I said, man, like, you gotta watch out. So, Juice, all that stuff, it don't matter. It don't matter. It's Zeus. It's worship Zeus. That's what they do. Alright. So, you gotta realize, bro, like, at the end of the day, bro, like, I might have to stop this and then rewind where I was just at to see what I just said, because I just know I was just on something hardcore. But, yeah, you gotta realize how the four horsemen, the last two, you got death and Hades. Well, you know, Yeshaya in the Bible, who y'all call Jesus, when the Sadducees, Zeus's Sussex people came up to Yeshaya and said, hey man, like who do you say, like, you said, you think you're older than Abraham? It's like you're not even like older than such and such. So all of a sudden he says, before Abraham I am. You see me, but you hear my Father. So what he said is, at that point right there, he's letting you know who possesses the body. He's letting you know that the physical is nothing compared to who sent it. Okay. In the likeness, the physical, yes, but to have the wholeness, oh, it's beyond physical. Like, they're speaking and replying. Like, you see me, but you hear my Father, but you don't just hear him coming out of his body. You hear him coming out of your body and everybody's body around you. That's the point that I be trying to tell y'all about Mrn.A.I.D.S, the living word, the understanding of the spirit of the word. That is my ministry, the Mrn.A.I.D. Okay, the word of Yah, the prayer of Yah. Okay, so this is because the commandment of Yah orders the prayer of Yah. I am this body. You see the prayer of Yah, but you hear the Mrn.A.I.D, the word, the commandment of Yah. You hear Yah, His word. His word is Him. Okay, He is the word. You're speaking it. They're speaking. Like I said, I'm telling you guys over here in English. I'm telling you guys, hey man, you're speaking Hebrew. You're gonna get judged. We're not speaking Hebrew. I'm like, yes you are. You're speaking a forked tongue language. There ain't no such thing as a forked tongue language. And y'all got all these followers talking nonsense to these people and not giving them no edification, if you want to call it that. Education, edification, whatever. Okay. So many different things for the same thing. I guess we'll get down to it at the end of the day. Dedication. Discipline. Allegiance. You are unaligned to the Most High. All your numbers count for nothing. You look and say, all these people in the world, how could they all be wrong? Whoa. The Most High tells you himself, all your numbers count for nothing. All your nations surround the truth. You can't get over it, can't get through it, can't get under it. It's a pillar. It's been stripped. It's unrecognizable. It's been actively an active death system has been put in place of the truth. So even then, the word death is law, and the law is the truth. But the law is not the law. Death is the law, but the law is not the law. What you think the word law means is not what the word law means. And what you think death means is not what death means. That's why I try to tell you guys, you're speaking Hebrew, but you think you're speaking English. You talk to each other convinced that you're speaking English. But I just told you, death is the Babylonian word for law. So the decree, the death, the law. But the law doesn't mean the law. Law is nothing. Lo, not. And the Most High said that is not what you should call him. He said the Torah is what he said in Hebrew, it's what our equivalent of the Doth would be. And even then, the Doth in Hebrew was law, fiery law, Doth, as fiery law. But law is just what we're saying in English. English, like I said, is the blasphemy of Hebrew. So you get it, but you're not, because you're repelling the Hebrew, actively denying the Hebrew, aim down sights at the Hebrew. You're a angel of death system, a messenger of death system, if Hebrew is the messenger of life. The living word. Mrn.A.I.D.S, Kadesh, the living word. So in the opposition, you be the angel or the messenger of death. You understand? And like I said, death as in the English form of death, meaning like, okay, dead, like not living. Law, nothing. Law means death. Lo, not, nothing. Lo, law, lu. It's nothing. It's no, it's not. It's death. So That's the point you gotta realize, bro. It's like you're getting played by the forked tongue language. You know what I mean? And like a fiddle on the roof in your conscience, playing a tune, money on your mind, a milli, bumping it, Drake, Kendrick, Joe Rogan, Dragon. You understand? Like Dragon Brothers, the Dogs is the Anubis Death type stuff. Come on, man. Even death is an angel, a messenger, a language. For the love of money is the root of all evil. Death, the language of money. Pale, green. Okay, death in Hades. What are you talking about? How did you get death in Hades? Well, you got English, but you got American. American is supposed to be English. English is supposed to be American, but they're not. American is supposed to be the language of money, I guess. English is, I guess, Hades. Hades is that's where it's at. It's hell. You know? They try to tell you. So the point is, it's a pitfall language. You know, the fallen language, a fallen legion, fallen alignment, fallen stars, stars and stripes. The stripes are the streaks. The stars are streaking. Fallen stars are streaking stars. The stripes are the streaks, falling stars. So, out of the blue, red hot streaking stars falling. What are these fallen stars? On Mount Harmon, a hill, Highlander, Hill-lander, Hell-lander. They can dress it up in a bow so that you don't know, just like that. Dracula, sons of the dragon, children of the dragon, seed of the serpent, angels of Satan, and their seed, Latin, legion. Oh, we're speaking Greco-Latin. Okay, Greek legion. Speaking Roman Latin. Okay, Roman legion. English Latin. You're speaking the angels of Satan legion. Anglo-Saxon legion. There's legions of legions. That's the point. Active denial system. Silly woman. Yeah, like the serpent only freaking wraps around the neck, but the seed bites. Yeah, I'm not gonna bite you, I'm harmless. But then the seed bites. The seed, the children, the venom is 10 times as strong as the parents. And this most subtle creature created under heaven, its seed is even more subtle. You're done. Serpent wrapped around a pole. There's money in the bank, on your back. Many on your back. Plenty, millions on your back. On your spine. Take me to your leader. Put me on your core. Look, when the vampire says, take me to your leader, a vampire is an alien. Okay, the alien come down and say, take me to your leader. What's that? Your leader of blood. What's that? Give me a liter of blood. Red cross on your ass. See, that's the point. So A liter of blood, please. Take me to your head. Bend over. Like, it's freaky stuff gonna happen. It's Diddy stuff about to happen. Oh, they could dress it up in the bow so that you don't know. Dress it up in the boy so that you don't know. A boy told, oh, they were just doing some freak offs. Yeah, but you ever see Blade? How many people ever saw Underworld? Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's always a party. It's always a party. It's always been that way. Party. Arr. Piracy. Vampire. Vampiracy. Yo, family. Piracy. Okay. Blink twice. Okay. 2 fangs on your neck. Okay. Like, you get the point. Aim down sights. Brought to you by Vampizer. Vamprison. Vampirism. Vampire scene. You know what I mean? Like, you on the scene, you got vampires on the scene. That's the point. They prick you with them little fine point teeth, the aim down sights, the active denial system. Oh, it's just a kiss. It's just a kiss. Kids in service to Satan. That's what you don't understand. The children of Satan serving Satan. Angels of Legion. The angels of Satan and Legion. Anglo-Saxon and Latin. Kiss. Keep it stupid, simple. Kill. Well, no, not kill. Kids in service to Satan. Like, they say all that stuff, bro. Like, they'll put them horns up in your face so dang fast. You be thinking that you're watching Pornhub. That's how fast. Like, plenty. Vampiracy. You think everybody's all with it. No, that's punk. Punk. What's punk? Punk is when the bully, active denial system, has a what? What does Punk Diddy do? How does Diddy P. Diddy? Huh? Pimp Diddy. How does he do it? Punk him out. Pull out that punk. Say, do this or yo, he's getting blown off. And then throw him some money. And show everybody the video. That's what they were saying. That's crazy. Well, you gotta look at it, bro. Like Lil Nas X, you gotta look at that mess. These cats are showing you to your face. They're telling you the Diddy story. He had to do the freaking. Diddy had to do the Def Jam with not the Def Jam. He had to do the Clive Davis. He got that from these cats, these type of people. You know what I mean? Like, they're telling you the story. You can't blame the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. They're spies. There's people that look evil that are not evil. There's people that look good that are totally freaking evil. Said, you never know when you're entertaining the angel of the Lord, so entertain all strangers. You never know when you're entertaining a messenger of Yod. So entertain all strangers. Make sure that you do. That is a Mrn.A.I.D.S. That is a commandment. And that's what you should pray about. That's what you that's what you play about. What are you playing with? I'm just making sure I'm entertaining the angels. Oh, playing some music, huh? Yeah. Playing the truth, huh? Huh. Playing some poetry, huh? Yeah, like whatever you got to do to get it out. Entertaining the angels. The truth is the most entertaining thing in the most darkest times. Light. Lot. Lottery. Lot. Loat. Lotus. You get it? Lettuce. Everybody's starving. Nobody like that lettuce until all of a sudden everybody's starving. That lettuce looking good. You start turning the color of lettuce. Start turning pale. Start turning light. What that mean? Being watered down, man. You children of the seed of the serpent, man. Like that's what it was about. Lot recognize them. Game recognize game. Hey, come to my house, yo. Like for real. Most High, like let me. He wouldn't want me to let his messengers just hang out here in the open like this. Let me help you out. All right, faithful servant. Go ahead, do your thing. All of a sudden, death and Hades show up. Sodom and Gomorrah show up. The Behemoth and the Leviathan show up. The beast system show up. The active denial system show up. Aim down sights show up. Look. Paperclip show up. Vampire knock at your door show up. Vampire show up. Fam piracy show up. Yo, take me to your leader. Leader of what? We want blood. They out for blood. These are vampires. Vampiracies. Okay? They took Lot's family out and raped them in front of them and said, we're not done. Give me those angels. They were ready to sex. Zeus sex. They were like, yeah, we got to know that. To know them. Nike. Notch them. Nookie. Naked. To know. Knock. Notch on the belt. Knock, knock. Oh, it's a vampire. That is Nike. Naked. Okay. Because Nike is being held by somebody that's shackled. Okay? So check this out. So what happened was you had Zeus, right? And then so he's chained up, right? Or something like that, maybe, right? Lucifer, Zeus, same person, right? So chained up like Lady Liberty, right? All of a sudden that's Athena, right? Athena, goddess of wisdom, holding up light, right? But then that light is Nike in the temple of Athena. And then Nike is naked in historical. Nike, naked, okay? Nookie. It means like to knock it down, get knocked up. Here's something you can knock up. Nike, just do it. Naked, just do it. Diddy, just did it. Okay, that is, it's a punk. That's what Nike is. It's don't be found Nike in the end days. Don't be found without clothing, naked, Nike, hooker boot. Okay, check. Hook, hooker boot, Nike hook, naked. Okay, do you get it? So, don't be found naked in the end days. I'm trying to tell you. This is it's a one with wisdom, bro. You gotta, this is Nike in the hand of wisdom, holding up a hooker. This is crazy. Now, the thing is, because Nike was the companion of Zeus and Athena, should get passed around. You know, they had their orgies. And Nike was a human, if I'm not mistaken, that was tooken, the daughters of men, tooken, angels of, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Any women they chose, Nike, naked, okay. To know them, bring them out so that we may Nike them, naked, knock, knock, knock. You already know what time it is. Vampirism. They're going to get to the point real fast. They're going to get in that keyhole. They're going to hack. Bottle, butler, bottle opener, butt breaking, bank on that. Okay? It's a napkin. Toss away. Like, get to know that napkin. Clean yourself up. Wash yourself off. Wash off your sins. Sacrifice. Nike. Naked. Strip down naked. Wash yourself off. Defrost in Nike. Naked. The swoosh, a hooker. A swish. A shot. Took a shot. Yeah, swish. Got that. Jade that. Raw dog that. Yeah. So, that's Nike. Just do it. Naked. Diddy. Okay. Just did it. Justin Diddy. Okay. Either way it goes, you guys got to realize that's the way it is. Usher Diddy, Justin Diddy. Okay, did he do it? Did Nike do it? Is Nike doing it? Not the company, but the name. So that's the point. The language, the allegiance, the alignment, the angels of Satan, the Anglo-Saxon, the Latin, Legion, Roman Latin, Greek Latin, Roman Legion, Greek Legion, Roman Greco, Nike, Athena, Zeus. You go to the zoos in your Nikes, get some wisdom. You get some Z's, and you get your W's. Yeah, man. You get your wisdom out of your dreams, your Zeus's, your Z's. Alright. Lucid dreams. I just told you. Either way it goes, man. They want to tell you that row your boat. Life is but a dream stuff. I'm trying to tell you, bro, you worship this stuff. And they make you just do it. Advertisement. Glorification of Zeus. And that's why you be like, why you don't understand. It's advertised is the glorification. Is the worship. And then if you worship their altar, at their altar, you've realigned your allegiance. You're not aligned with the Most High. To have the understanding and to still do it is a whole nother thing. Like, that's why you got to have the protection of the Ruach Kakma. You got to have the protection of what you call and what you think in your calling the Holy Spirit. You got to have the protection of the Hebrew, Aheb Ruach Kakmadesh. The Aheb Ruach Kakma, Kodesh Kadash Kadosh. You got to have the protection of it, meaning you know it, you understand it. You're not just going to church speaking English, thinking, calling on all these Jesus, Joshua, Jesse, Yehoshua, and all this stuff. Man, I'm trying to tell you, you need to get back to Ahashar, Yeshaya, Yah, John, Yakanan, Enoch. It's grace and salvation. You're only saved by grace alone. So grace is John or Enoch. Okay, they're the same. One and the same, like Yeshaya and Moshe. Moshe would come from Yeshaya, and John would come from Enoch. Okay, so there you go. it's the same. You just got to understand it. So at the end of the day, man, and then that's how you have Noah, and then they call Noah in his ark. They want to mock it, meaning to copy it. Mock like Mike, copy it, counterfeit it, and call it Zeus. Call it a zoo. Oh, Noah was Zeus. He had a ship full of animals. He had a zoo. So he was Zeus. And then therefore, you know, you have Greece. And then you got Zeus. You got Noah. You got Javan and all this stuff. And no, bro. No. You gotta get back to the Hebrew Kakma. You gotta get back to the root of this to understand what you're really talking about over here. Alright? So in English, you guys just gotta you're gonna have to really have the patience it takes just to hardwire that key. That key has to be passive in order for you to see like the truth. The key is the Most High, His Word, and the Spirit, which is what His Word is, and Him. The Hebrew Kakma, the Hebrew. If you don't have them like that, you don't have the keys to get through the doors. And the doors is sanctuary and salvation from this world. And this world is Babylon. And you're babbling on and on and on in Hebrew, but thinking you're speaking English. In hell, thinking you're living, but the dead burying the dead. Death and Hades rule this world, like for a time, as the dragon serpent seed. Like, you guys got to realize this. So, like, that was your Trump and that was your Biden, you know. And your dragon would have been Obama if you're Zeus. And Zeus to Zelensky. You know what I mean? So that's how you have all that tax. That's how that tax gets written off. But yeah, man, I'm gonna call it a day. To the Rabbi Hayashar Hay Kadosh Kadash Kadesh, to the Rabbi Shai Kadesh Kadash Kadosh, to the Rabbi Heb Rock Kakma Kadesh Kadash Kadosh. Adam Yamin.